Chris Van Vliet in Cleveland, and yes, the mustache is for Movember, raising funds and awareness for prostate cancer all month long. It's only here for another couple days. Let me introduce you once again to Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph, welcome back home for Thanksgiving again.
Yeah, good to see you. It's our annual meetup on Thanksgiving Eve.
It's
pretty great.
We've done so many interviews together that I thought this time we're going to hand it over to your fans and let them ask all the questions. So I tweeted out that I was going to be interviewing you. I put it on Facebook. And what I hold in my hand here are all fan questions. You ready for this?
Yes. I don't want any hints, any secrets. I'm sure all those will be very, very sane, normal questions.
They're not. But we'll start off here. All right, I am serious, bro, living by Cena, and underscore rad underscore girl underscore. They all want to know why you've been wrestling on a t-shirt lately.
It's so great. Well, first and foremost, I have a bunch of t-shirts. I have so many. I have hoodies and sweatpants that I haven't even brought out there yet that we have in the back. But most importantly, I was told I had a Broadway brawl something street fight, and I wanted to kind of make it old school. Where you said I was looking for a pair of Nougat Boy jeans to tuck into some cowboy boots and tie a bandana around my knee. And I was like, well, my version of that would be, I guess I'll just wear a t-shirt, cut it up, and fight in it. And then it was really funny because on Monday, I was in another type of match where it was the Hamptons hardcore match. And I was
the fact that you remember this is amazing.
Yeah, and I had to think about it. But the fact, I thought everyone was going to pick the Strong Island street fight. So I was like, and I was told if there's a Strong Island street fight, there's going to be hockey gear. We're going to have hockey sticks. Oh, great. I went and got a jersey. They picked the Hamptons hardcore match because it had hardcore in it. I was like, it's the Hamptons. Like, they're the bad guys, But we had it anyway. So I'm like, I'm not taking this jersey off. I got an Islanders jersey, Zack Ryder t-shirt underneath. And then finally underneath that, I had my own t-shirt again. Just because it's a special time. You see me in my little trunks 500 times in a row. Why not mix it up a little bit? And then a bunch of people were asking me while I was doing it. So I'm going to see how long I can keep wearing a t-shirt until I get yelled at. But so that was probably the last time.
Okay, all right. Paul on Facebook wants to know, you're so athletic, who would be able to hang with you in a 60-minute Iron Man match?
Ooh, wow. Right now, I don't want to say no one. I mean, I do want to say no one, but
I think Daniel Bryan could.
He could be out there with me. You know what? I would love to do 60 minutes with him, especially since a couple of years ago, maybe a year ago, we had a couple matches where we had 20, 30 minutes, and it's not just being out there and letting the time go by. It's being entertaining and being different. We have two different styles, but both can keep your attention, I think.
Sure.
So if you needed to, in this day and age where it's hard to keep people's focus and attention, if you needed 60 minutes of exciting, cool stuff, he can do that cool British grappling kind of style, and I can put some fun killing my body on the line stuff to have me crawling around for my life. I feel like that's a great Daniel Bryan. I would love to do 60 minutes with him at a SummerSlam or WrestleMania, whether it was for a title or not. I guarantee no other match could have that feel that we had.
That was my pick, though. Do you agree with that, or you think there's someone else you could hang with?
What
about Punk?
For some reason, I've wanted since I've had a couple more matches with Daniel, to where I was like, I feel like this could go 60 minutes. Of course, me and him can do 60 minutes. Just in my head, I've been focused on a few more matches with him, to where I was like, me and Daniel, very different, and we could still make it work. Not Shawn and Bret Hart, but I mean close. He's he's technical, but I mean I'm a little bit of everything. So.
All right.
I mean a lot of it, everything. So.
WWE GOAT, this is on Twitter. These are great handles, by the way. Says, besides yourself, who's the most underutilized superstar on the roster?
Underutilized? I always give this Tyson Kidd, Heath Slater, even Alex Riley, big fan of his work. There's a million guys that don't always get that spotlight, or even a spotlight, or are sitting in the back and maybe you don't always see them on Superstars or Main Event, which, by the way, Main Event tonight, me and Del Rio tear it up again. I'm not going to give any spoiler alerts on who wins. But
wait, it's not live?
Yeah, I will tell you tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Be hanging out with my friends, 8 o'clock sharp. Boom, music hits. I'm out there. We're gonna tear it up like we always do, like I always do. What was the question?
You already answered it.
Yeah, but there's so many. I've worked 100 jobs in my life, and I've never been with more hardworking people that aren't just in it for themselves. They're in it for the fans and like for the respect of their peers. Everybody goes out there. Not everyone gets a chance or gets a moniker of underutilized or hardworking or anything, but they all are. There's one or two probably that got under my radar that probably aren't the hardest working people in the world. Everybody else wants what's best for the company. They want what's best for themselves. They go out there. I go out there to outdo myself so the other guy looks that much better. Like, we're there to help the company, and there's so many other names on that list. Kurt Hawkins, Zack Ryder, those guys who have been fans since 5 years old and came in as a tag team. There's tons of guys like that, and that's what's cool. There's going to be years and years of that to come.
Well, you know, following along with that, so many people are asking. Alex John Hunter on Facebook, Al Leet and D through F. They all want to know when we're going to see a proper Dolph Ziggler push. You're like, I wish I knew the answer to that.
No, it's Vince McMahon's company. It's WWE, and it's we fly by the seat of our pants, and we could have. I mean, we have John Cena and Randy Orton as the champs right now, but who knows what can happen at the pay-per-view with both of the titles hanging in the air. I don't know what's going to happen with those two guys who appear to be fighting to be the face of the company. As much as I want to be and feel I should be, I don't know when I can have that chance to be the face. You know, Daniel Bryan was up there for a little while, and right now in a pretty good spot. Him and Punk make a great team, I think. Those two guys who up and down the road together probably for 20 years, like those guys are right on the cusp also. So you never know what's going to happen.
How badly do you want it?
How much time do we have? I feel that I can absolutely put the company on my back, go out there, entertain on the mic, entertain in the back, do media days, do movies, do TVs, you name it, and steal the show every single night. And one day, when that happens, everyone will be like, oh yeah, I knew all along. And then everyone else will be like, oh, a lot of people, I get a bad rap for speaking my mind sometimes from some people on the internet and whatever. The people who cheered for me when I cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase as a bad guy because they were sick of the same old, those guys have kind of turned on me a little bit because like, oh, he deserves to be in trouble. He speaks his mind too much. No. This is about entertainment. I'm here to entertain. If I blur the lines, even better. So have some controversy around for something. So I think that's what makes it fun. And I'm all about having fun. Nobody has more fun in that ring than me every night.
Ibrahim FTW kind of goes along with this. How confident are you that one day you'll win the WWE Championship?
I can say that I am confident in being a WWE superstar so much as where I can say I feel that I'm the best. I can't say that I can guarantee I'll win the WWE Championship one day. I've only had a very few matches where I kind of was in there with the WWE champ at the time, and I was nowhere near them ranking-wise, position-wise. And one day, I hope to be, because I feel 100%. I've never been more every year I'm like, yeah, I'm more confident, but I feel the same. I'm in great shape. I look great. I look like a movie star. Like, I look too good, maybe? I don't know. And had I been handed the WWE Championship 10 times, I wouldn't be this enthusiastic. I might not love the business this much. I love that everything has been dangled in front of me and I've scratched at it and got a piece of it. It drives me to be better than everyone else, and that's why I keep getting better. I don't get complacent. I could go out there and go, I don't care, yeah, we'll do whatever, and I'll still be better than everyone else's stuff. But I go out there to outdo myself until someone else outdoes me.
You talk about looking like a movie star. When you get on a plane and you sit next to a stranger, what do they immediately think your job is if they don't know who you are?
Depends. If I don't have a hat on, and I don't, it depends.
And you got your hair like slick back.
Yeah.
What do they think?
God, I would say an 80s movie bad guy. Some type of surfer, but like pizza delivery guy in a bad movie kind of thing. You know, I get a lot of that.
They serve different things.
Usually, yeah. Usually when I come in somewhere to grab something to eat after a show or something, they're just like, what do you do? I'm like, entertainment. I travel a lot. And they're like, we won't ask anymore. I'm like, yeah.
I wear little pink trunks.
Yeah. Or the airport where they have to go through my bag, it's like sparkly pink this, some oil, a little. I'm like, I swear, man, it's a cool job. I swear, like, it's none of our business, you know.
Steve on Facebook wants to know, what's a better gimmick, Nikki or Kerwin White's caddy?
It depends because they both kind of sucked. So, let's see, which one was more heartbreaking to hear about? Actually, the Kerwin White caddy thing was pretty cool. It's like, hey, you've been here a couple months, you work really hard. You're going off of Chavo Guerrero, this name that is synonymous with awesome history for years in wrestling, and actually had a chance to. We don't have that too many Attitude Era guys who are still around, or even before that, who can kind of take people under their wing and show them. And I got that chance. That was amazing. But also in the Spirit Squad, losing every night, which is kind of my thing anyway. But not being in the spotlight, really, 5 guys had to share it with it, and we obviously had a plan that he's the guy, he's the leader, and so I guess when it came down to, I had a blast with those guys, by the way. We got to work with DX, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, everybody you can possibly name, and we had a blast. So both ended up being pretty cool. I got a 1-year run with the Spirit Squad. So as much as it went from a couple hundred people every year chanting Nikki or something, now there's like one guy every 6 months, and it's like, it's not even the same guy.
Right.
Like, that's cool. I get it. You don't yell, Dr. Isaac Yankum. You go, oh, cool, Kane. Like, it's 10 years later, man. Like, if you're chanting that, it's the 8-year-old kid next to you doesn't know what that was because he wasn't alive yet. So he just knows me. He's like, oh, that really good guy. He was better than everyone else. That's it. And really humble.
So humble. Brittany thinks since I interview you so much.
Spears?
I wish. I don't know if I really wish.
I'd be okay with that.
Brittany
I
thinks.
wouldn't waste a wish. But I mean, if she wanted to hang out or whatever, needed some dance moves.
She thinks since I interview you so much that you should ask me a question.
I would love to.
So you should grab the mic here.
You didn't have to tell me to grab it.
All right, and I'll just.
Should we switch sides?
Yeah, let's do that.
Dolph Ziggler here, 19 Action News live in the back storeroom from 1988 where they developed Atari. And here I am with my good friend Chris, who's on so many different occasions. The internet wants to know, when will you be the head anchor at News?
First of all, seems like
Gross.
Yeah, it's really gross. Well, I go out there every week, and I'm so damn sick of being so damn sick. You know, it's not up to me. It's not my company. All right. And you know, as badly as I want it, as badly as I want to be up there in that anchor chair, you know, it's not my call. And I know that I go out there every week, and I'm better than everyone. Everyone watching this online knows that this is the best interview with Dolph Ziggler that they'll ever see. But it just, you know, it's not up to me. And
I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, you're making a lot of excuses about it not being up to you, and almost you're talking yourself up to where you could not even possibly live up to these standards that you set in these interviews out in the ring to back it up. But I mean, it's not showing off if you back it up. I think is one of your things. And at the end of the day, Facebook, Twitter, worldwide. What is one thing that if you had 30 seconds to grab the world and let them know this is your time, this is your company, this is your time, this is it. 30 seconds to look in that camera, let the world know that it's yours. How would you do that?
that was very good, by the way.
I know.
Well, you know, I'm on the cover of Cleveland Magazine this month. Cosmopolitan's Bachelor of the Year, 2-time Emmy Award winner, National Entertainment Journalist of the Year. I mean, the stats really speak for themselves. You know what I mean? I think we're done here. We'll switch back. That was very good.
Good there. I was like, here we go. God.
You might take my job one day.
Might. That's good.
B-Man, exclamation mark, you have the exclamation mark there, says, of anyone on the roster, who would you like to wrestle at WrestleMania 30?
We already did a Daniel and Punk thing,
So that was a 60-minute Iron Man match.
yeah. Me and Ryder never got to have our WrestleMania match, but that's not going to happen. Who would I like to wrestle? WrestleMania 30.
I mean, isn't the obvious answer, I want to face the guy who's the champion?
Not always. Undertaker is always looming out there. I don't even know if he'll be there. I feel like he will be. That's
Of course he'll be there.
Man, I think that would be good too. You know who I'd like to face at WrestleMania 30? Even though he's retired, you know he can still go, especially if I'm out there. Shawn Michaels.
I knew you were going to say Shawn Michaels, and that would
Just
be.
because
Come on.
it's not impossible. He's there. He was just refereeing a match where he kicked everybody. I could get kicked. That could be 60 minutes, and no one would bat an eye, and they would go, that's what this is about, I think.
That'd be so incredible to see, although I doubt we'll.
Never know.
Well, Joe Lamb, Heel Lamb is his Twitter handle.
A lot of heel.
Wants to know if you could give us some insight into your workout and diets, and then asks, Bloody Marys and steak sandwiches?
And steak sandwich after that would have been so great. I'm rereading the Fletch books. Fletch, one of my favorite movies of all time, Chevy Chase. A lot of ad-lib improv lines, and he goes, I'll just have a Bloody Mary and a steak sandwich. And a steak sandwich, just because he just to be different.
He ran out of characters, I think,
He
here.
was only 140. Diet and workout. Randomly, I would say 70% of the time I eat moderately healthy, 30% of the time I eat whatever the hell I want because I work out so hard, because I know that every Monday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, however it is, I have to be in a pair of underwear trying not only to be in okay shape, I want the boss to say, that guy can be my champion. So I got to look like $1,000,000 every single day, basically, whether I'm photo shoot for the magazine, anything, live event. Unless I'm wearing shirts now, like which I am all the time, but you can tell underneath it's like I'm not fat, I'm like super jacked. So what I do is every morning, no matter what, at least 6 days a week, if not 7, I force myself up, whether it was 18 straight days, which we just finished doing in Europe, where your body's banged up and it's hard to get out of bed and you didn't sleep for 2 nights. I didn't sleep last night because I was afraid of missing my flight, which always happens to me. But I will make sure get up, get on that treadmill, get on the elliptical, get your body going, because I'm used to high school, college. I always wanted to be at the great weight to cut down, so I would get that extra workout in the morning, something at night, and then eat and enjoy yourself. I got too many nerdy people weighing turkey slices. Like, get out of here. You know what's good and you know what's bad. Eat what you like and be moderately healthy, but go kill it in the gym. And if you can't be in this business, in the WWE, motivating yourself to want to be better, to want to look better, to be in a better position in the company, no matter who you are, then how can you even be motivated to get out of bed? So it's whether you just want to be healthy, you want to be in good shape, get up, get out there, walk around the block. I'm home now in Cleveland. My mom walks dogs around the block a couple times. I'll do it with her just to be active and do something. And once you get it going, I'm hooked. I'm a junkie. I love it.
You know, you talk about wanting to look good, and I'm so fascinated by how many indie wrestlers just aren't in shape at all. So many of them were wrestling fans growing up. They know what the WWE wants. Right. And I mean, they don't even bother putting time in the gym, and I just don't get where they miss out there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say a lot, but sometimes we see guys getting tryouts at TV, and some of them are in great shape, and some of them are. I would be embarrassed to be in that shape coming to WWE. Maybe Vince McMahon is watching this match, and I'd be like, I'm not comfortable even being out there because I don't deserve to be here. Whether you work out hard or not, you have to look the part. Sure. If you don't look the part, you can't be an actor. You can't work at Chipotle, which I love, by the way, if you can't do the part right. You know this business. Be great at a few things if you can, or all of them if you're me. And you can look great, you can be great, you can make other people look good, you can make yourself look good, but if you got a couple of those things and you know the drive, like, I want this, if you want it bad enough, you will get your butt in shape, at least to the part where, like, okay, that guy can go there with John Cena, and it's a believable match. Yeah. That guy's the face of the company. If you want to get somewhere, you got to be in there with him. And if you don't look the part, you can't do it.
One final question here before we wrap up. Caroline on Twitter wants to know if you could make a tag team with Master of Disaster, Apollo Creed, Mr. T, or Ivan Drago, who would you pick?
I think it's pretty understood that one year at Kent State, I went as Ivan Drago. And I'll be honest, when I watch Rocky IV back, I kind of root for him to win. I know what's going to happen, but I'm still rooting for him to win. Like, Rocky, he had his day in the sun. Let this guy.
You will lose.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, he's training with rocks and rope. Like, he's every poor man in the world. The guy's multimillionaire at this point. Go with the get the diet, get the futuristic weights.
Get the injections.
Well, not the injections, of course, unless they're B12.
Of course.
But I had the haircut like Drago used to. I wore, oh man, I loved it. And I was like, this guy, I thought he was so much cooler than Rocky. Like we rooted for Rocky, we did it, we're done. You know, USA, I love him. I love this country. I got a lot of USA chants tonight, facing Del Rio on Ion TV for no reason. Like, yeah, USA. Should have had a 2x4. Drago. He's the man, and whether he caves at the end of that Rocky fight or not, like he got eventually down the line gets to be an Expendables a couple times, so it's a win-win.
All right, so he is Dolph Ziggler, tag team partner of Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time as always. Thank you for always making time for us.
Yeah, you got it. Thanks for having me.
You're the man.
Right.